Good morning. It is Wednesday, April 15th. We're looking at the S&P 500 here. So let's take a look at what's happened here in the overnight yesterday. You'll remember we were targeting 46 to start off. The high of the day was 46 to the tick right here, and then they sold off. They came back down here to this 20 area, which there was a lot of interest in 20 before, and then they came back up here to 35, which should also be familiar from yesterday, and then came down 20 area again. Didn't pause much here between 14 and 15, did bounce back up again to 1450, and then back down here to 05, and then held below it, and then there's a bunch of liquidity down here in the 50s, and it looks like they're not done going lower yet. So the next area, it's pretty likely that we go down and see this 45 and then 35, and then we'll kind of go from there. We could see some more bouncing. Ideally, some bouncing up into this area would be great, but we may not get that. So, but down here to start off, these CP or KPs right there, and then we have below there. There's some, we don't have anything today in this 35 area, but I mean we have 38. So one of the things that I will do at times, you've probably seen me do this a couple of times, is put some fib prices in there. Now that looks like there's not a lot of room between there, but they're actually, so that's 38 all the way down to 17. And then here's what we have. Basically, sometimes when we'll probe, when there's a big gap between there and we'll probe, we'll just probe to this first one. So there's 33.5, and we could easily see that area. Could see midway on that. That'd be 28 area, and then of course we have 17. So we'll just kind of have to see how that goes, one at a time as we get down there. But for now, some bouncing, could even bounce back up into this area, but ideally not much higher than here, and then more selling. But who knows? Maybe they step in and they start, maybe they sell out hard here. So we'll see how that all plays out. Would be more ideal to get some bigger bouncing up here. So let's see. Yeah, and then up above here, we start to get some room to run again. And so if we were to break out here, we'd have to really get confirmation that it's a breakout. And let's look at one other thing here. If you don't look at this a lot, but let's throw this on here. So one price is all the way back up here at 28.2450. If you don't know what that means, that's okay. So what we could see is we could see this, in the grand scheme of things, is all just some pullback, and we could just see down into this 45, maybe that 35 area, 33 area that we were talking about, maybe even down here. But then, in the bigger picture here, this is just some healthy pullback. So if we do break out, meaning we get back up above here, this would be a pretty obvious first target, and then we'll go from there. And I will see you in the live trade signals.